Hey, what's up you guys? So this video is going to cover the back one tech. I apologize for the wait, there's just been some few complications. So what this video is going to cover are pretty much our problematic wake-ups, such as with Cassie Cage's Power Flip, Lau's EX Spin, Reptile's the Enhanced Slide, as well as Cassie Cage's EX Nut Punch, because it's fully invincible for whatever reason, it being fully invincible. And that's roughly about it. So the way that it works is you want to understand the timing of getting your back one out after 2-1 up 4. As you can see with these examples, you want to get it so that it stays active right up until those last frames and it will make contact. And you know it makes contact with the yellow glow from their armor. So you want to understand how to get this timing down first, just because this is an option select and you do need a bar of meter. And it's just for these specific wake-ups because every other wake-up in the game you can stuff with forward 1, 2, back 4. So once you get that down, you always want to cancel into your EX roll. And the reason being is because when you cancel into the EX roll, if they wake up, the roll will come out. If they do not wake up, then your roll will not come out and you're left blocking, so you'll be safe. So that's the option select part of it. And that's why you also need to understand how to get the timing down. Because if you do it a little too late, then you accidentally do the back one on block, and then the roll will come out because it is making contact. So it's not entirely bad, you know, if it comes out, because then you get a mix-up, but then you're wasting a bar for nothing that's guaranteed. You know, it's not like it's a guaranteed punish, you're just doing a relatively random mix-up by accident. So this is something to do on a read, and also if you're good enough, like if you can get this setup down, because like I mentioned before too, you can always just do the 2-1 up 4 with your back 1 and still have enough time to block every single wake up in the game. And against some of these are unsafe on block and you can just full combo punish it after. So that's roughly how this setup works. And as you can see right here, I'm just setting it on random, and I still haven't gotten this down perfectly, but as you can see, if they don't wake up, it's not coming out. If they do wake up, that's when it does come out. So this is a good way to test how you get it down as well, how to understand the timing. It's just setting it on random, and then you'll see how well you do understand the timing. Another variant of this is in the corner. Really, the corner only, just because mid-screen there's too many inconsistencies between wake-ups and positioning. In the corner only, if you end in sadistic ways, timing your down 1 pretty much the same exact way, your down 1 that it's active right as they would wake up, that would roughly create the same exact scenario, canceling your down 1 into the EX roll. And of course this is really just for the problematic wake ups, because there are several slow wake ups where you can just do your forward 1, 2, back 4 if they have armor. If they don't have meter, they can't access armor, you can just do back 1, 2 and it will catch every single one. And you can also use back 1, 2 to stuff several wake-ups. Like against Liu Kang, you can stuff every single one of his wake-ups, including his parry, by timing your back 1, 2 the same way, where the back 1 stays active during the last frames. Of course, you know, the timing is a little tricky for the armored moves, but it is consistent once you get it down. And, well, one of the few final things. One thing that I want to show was that you can somewhat reliably stuff Lau's EX Spin in the corner only by ending your combos in 1, 2, 4. It's probably the only use that this move has, is as an ender. And as you can see, it's a relatively small combo just because you don't want to add too much gravity to the move. And as you can see, it's going just back to back, and it's pretty consistent. Now, of course, with Kano, against his Uprise Ball, like the enhanced version of his Up Ball, whatever the hell it is, you cannot do anything about that. You can't really jump over it because it follows you, you can't crouch it because it's a mid, you can't armor stuff it because I think it's like 6 frames or something like that, or it's 7 frames but it's multi-hitting, I don't know. It's just, you can't stuff it and it's safe on block. Like the only thing that you can really do is be at a pretty large distance, in which, you know, the Kano player would be a complete moron to actually even use the move at that range because it's not going to hit you. So he's probably the only character that does get to wake up for free in regards of doing that kind of move. So just, you know, that's just Nacho specific kind of stuff. And against Scorpion, like really quickly, his is also another option select kind of thing where her forward 1-2 will beat out all of his wake ups except for the enhanced teleport, in which if you do your back 1-2 and then cancel into your teleport, you can actually punish him that way. But of course, that setup does not work against his enhanced takedown. So this one is also based on a read, but again, you can also just whiff your back 1 and block and punish both of those specials on block anyways after. So there's that. And then one of the final things is just like a few new BNBs that I found. I was just like messing around at the lab and I actually found these. So it is a little bit on the trickier side in terms of inputs, but it does do 1% more than every other meterless forward 3-4-3 combo in the corner. If you add meter to it, it does the same exact damage, but you know. And also a somewhat new X-ray. I mean, I feel like it's just kinda known. It pushes them out, but it does a pretty nice chunk of damage. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that this helps. Take care.